What's up, guys? It's your boy KC, and basically this video is a follow video to my first video. And in this video I'm just gonna give you guys a sample or a preview of what the content behind some of my videos would be like, so some of the post audio behind my video will be like. But before I start this video, I just want to say shout out to my first subscriber. I know it's just one subscriber, it's not that big a deal, but it really just made me feel special to see somebody actually being interested in the content that I put out. It made me feel really good. So shout out to my first subscriber. You know who you are. But basically in this video, I'm just gonna give you guys some of my thoughts and ideas and show you what my post audio will be like. So I actually have 3 ideas that I'm going to be talking about in this video. And one thing you don't see on YouTube a lot is you see a lot of content with like gameplay and stuff like that, but you don't really see too many people's thoughts and constructive criticism towards the game they play. You see it a little bit, but not that often. So that's one thing I really want to talk about. I really love when people come together as a community and talk about their thoughts and ideas. I'm really interested in what you guys have to say and what you guys feel about, Pokemon or just games in general, or just your thoughts in general. I'm really interested in what you guys have to say, and I really want to share my opinion. So, yeah. Before I start my first idea, though, I just want to say, like, Game Freak and Nintendo in general just really haven't been doing it these past couple of years, and I think they really need to do something like not monumental, but just something to get back on the right paths of things. So the first idea I have is Pokémon Stadium 3, and basically, when the Wii U released, it virtually had no games. It had a couple of games, and all the games, in my opinion, were subpar. They didn't feel as good as GameCube games. The only thing they had to offer really was HD, and it was, that's not the greatest trade-off for actual like game content, So basically, Pokemon Stadium 3, like, I don't know why they don't just have like a power list up of their like top franchises and have games already made for them before they release the systems, but that's Nintendo. I don't know, but so basically they would come back like with Pokemon Stadium 3, because they have handheld versions of the game, but they didn't have the console version, which was like, why? Like, but anyway, in Pokemon Stadium 3, basically there would be like 3 modes. It's basically like, it would be 3 modes. It would be, well, actually, it would be 3 modes. It would be 4 modes, actually. It would be, Pokemon. It would be the main, like, gameplay through you battling through the cups. And I would have the, wait, before I start about the 4 game modes, first they would have options. They would have options of, the narrators. I'm going to try to make this short because I'm doing this all in one take, and I don't want to talk too long and make the video too lengthy. And you might hear me stutter and pause a lot because this is all in one take, so it's kind of hard to collect all your collective thoughts in one take. But before I talk about the different game features they have the language features, and they will have the commentator selection. So basically with the commentator selection, you could select from the original commentator's voice from the Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 franchises. Then you could select between the Battle Revolution commentator, and then you could select through Professor Oak voice, and then they would have female commentator that you could select, like a new little feature. And then the modes would be, the main gameplay mode. We would have the cups, but instead of calling like the cups like what they used to call like the Pika Cup or like the Little Cup and stuff like that, would be called, they would have the Poke Cup, they would have the Great Cup, they would have Ultra Cup, and they would have Master Cup. basically like symbolizing like the difficulty levels, and basically like how they have the Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, and Master Balls, like a little reference to that, which is kind of cool, you know. Then they would have mini games, and mini games would basically, they would have 50 plus mini games. You would have 30 mini games to start out, and you could unlock 20 plus mini games throughout the gameplay and stuff like that. And what the mini games would do is, you know, I'm not gonna go in full detail, but Nintendo's marketing hasn't been that great in my opinion. But basically, the mini games would just be, you know, the bring like casual players or players that don't really like Pokemon or really understand what it is, because like I feel like your first impressions with Pokemon is either like you were like younger, you asked your parents to get you the game, you got it, you either stuck with it and you loved it and you got good at it, or you played it and then you asked your parents like, hey, can I return this game? It's not what I thought. I thought it was gonna actually be like more of a free roam battling kind of thing, but it's actually like it's more talking and it's just button pressing and it's not what I wanted, so you took the game back. But basically the mini games would basically be the like show like third party audiences or like casual players, you know, just introduce another element for them to play, and it would basically have like old reminiscent games that you used to play and add new games, basically incorporating the new Pokemon and some of the old mini games, and you know, vice versa, adding new mini games and adding like all the Pokemon. So that would be the second option. Then they would have a third option with basically like two modes in it. It would be it would either be called Pokemon Fantasy Battle or Pokemon Simulator, and basically it would be basically like a showdown, Pokemon showdown kind of thing, where but on this you could customize 10 different teams. You could have 10 different parties with you know, 6 Pokemon. You could do some doubles or singles battles, whatever. You could save 10 teams, 10 parties, and then you could customize their natures, their EVs and their IVs, and basically the game gives you a description of how the EVs are, I mean, give you a description about how, like, basically how the game's mechanics are set up. So it explains to you what nature is, like, loosely explains to like how the natures affect the Pokemon growth. Like, it would be like, this Pokemon, you know, this nature generally gives Pokemon a increase in speed, but normally Pokemon with this nature tend to have a decrease in their special defenses or something like that. Like, giving a loose description of what the nature does, just to educate players. And then it has Pokemon genes or Pokemon genetics, basically IVs, and it shows you like how 0 is the worst and 31 is the best, and you can fluctuate what you want. Most likely people are going to pick 31. And then you have 110 EVs or 110 just experience points or battle points that you can you know, fluctuate throughout your Pokemon. Basically, like, just showing players how the game how the game works mechanically and stuff like that. Because, you know, a lot of people, they don't learn how to actually battle competitively through for the games. And it's all like me, like most people learn how to get good at the game from, you know, from forums and websites and, you know, videos and stuff like that. Like, I don't think anybody actually learned anything from the actual inside the game. So basically they would have that, and basically like Pokemon Fantasy Battle or Pokemon Simulator would be, you could battle online, or you could battle against other teams that you make up, or you could battle against teams that the game's made up and stuff like that. And basically it's a good way for Game Freak to calculate the top used Pokemon in battle online and stuff like that, so they can actually add more balance to the game. Because throughout every VGC battle tournaments, you always see in the comment sections of the videos, like on YouTube, you always see one of the number one things people complain about is balancing the game. I'm sick of seeing this Pokemon. I wish there was more variety. That's all. I think that's the number one thing that competitive battlers want is just unique teams. Nobody wants to see mirror matches. Everybody wants to see a team constructed that looks completely different from another team. People are sick of seeing Megas Kangaskhan. It's like people are just sick of seeing, like, I remember back in, I believe, 2009 with like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, people were sick of seeing Metagross and Azelf and, you know, Bronzong. People were like, and Gyarados, they were like, can we see something else? Like, they were sick of seeing Garchops and Zapdos. They were like, can we get more variety? So, you know, basically that helps them calculate the top used Pokemon. And I'm actually gonna I can't talk about the 3 things that I wanted to talk about in this one video, so I might split it up into 3 parts. So I'm sorry for that, because it's getting kind of lengthy. I didn't realize that. And then another thing they have is like pretty much a damage calculation. Basically, you input your Pokemon, their level, their nature, blah, 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 and then it just shows you like the top 10 Pokemon, like top 10 strongest Pokemon with that layout that your Pokemon can one-hit KO. And then it goes down a list of like every single Pokemon showing that who it can one-hit KO, and at their highest level and stuff. So it doesn't show you every level, at the highest level and down. And basically you could go down the list and see you can one-hit KO, and then it goes to 2-hit KO. Basically just showing you all the Pokemon, but it shows you the top 10 right away. And then if you want to look through who it can one-hit KO and stuff like that, you can go through down the list. Basically like a little cool 3D in-game calculator, and it just shows you the percentile, like who you can one-hit KO in one hit and the chances and stuff like that. And then for the 4th, you know, installment is basically just Battle Spot in 3D though. But with like, instead of like with Pokemon Fantasy, you don't actually gain any points or anything from battling online. It's just a simulator to let you guys like practice teams. And then on Battle Spot, it's just like the real Battle Spot ranking system. So you actually get points, and you actually climb the ranking and stuff like that. So that would be the 4th things that they incorporate in this game, and I feel like it's overdue. You know, at this point, I don't even feel like it's highly requested. It's like it's overdue at this point. It feels like something that they really have to add more flavor back into Pokemon and just Nintendo in general. And I'm gonna try to speed it up because I'm reaching the time limit. But the last thing I wanted to talk about is you know, the main storyline with the cups and stuff, that you can actually, in this game, from my idea, you can actually unlock all the legendaries, and you can get them at level 50 in a Pokeball. And people are like, well, if you could catch all the legendaries, wouldn't that add oversaturation and stuff like that, and wouldn't it make the Pokemons less valuable? But with this, you know, it's like they can always distribute events and give the Pokemon like special moves and stuff like that, and special balls and stuff like that. So it really doesn't like lessen their value. Plus, people gen Pokemon anyway. So as far as Pokemon value, if people are that determined to get a Pokemon, they will get it. So I don't think it will add oversaturation. And pretty much you could pick the nature, you could pick the hidden power and stuff like that. But you know, if you pick the hidden power, it just gives them the 30 instead of the 31. But I was actually thinking they should in the game, they should let you pick the hidden power, so it was more of a surprise. But yeah, basically that's all my ideas for a Pokemon Stadium 3. I'll get to the other ideas in some later videos. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about my ideas. Do you like them? And what are some of your ideas on what they should be doing with Pokemon? It's your boy Casey as always, and I'm out of here. See ya.